Good evening, everyone. My name is Dan Fougere, and I'm the chair of East Coast Credit Union's Board of Directors. I would like to officially call this meeting of our members to order. We would like to begin by acknowledging that we are respectfully gathered in Mi'kma'ki, the ancestral and unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people. We also acknowledge the histories, contributions, and legacies of the African Nova Scotian people and communities who have been here for over 400 years. I would like to welcome everyone to the 2022 East Coast Credit Union Annual General Meeting. This year, we are excited to provide members from across our 18 branch locations the ability to watch from the comfort of their own homes using the online video live stream option. Members tuning in via live stream will also be able to ask questions by typing their questions in the comments section on the screen. We will answer questions from both our members in attendance and our members online during various points of the meeting. However, only those physically present in the room will be asked to make a motion and/or vote. Tonight's meeting will reference our annual report, audited financial statements, which are linked in the annual report, and the minutes from last year's AGM, which can all be found on our website at www.eastcoastcu.ca. When asking questions this evening, please come to a microphone and speak loud and clear. Please state your full name and show your blue voter card, identifying yourself as a member. We would ask that all questions be raised using a microphone so that all members in attendance here tonight and viewing our live stream can hear and understand the questions. I would like to note that the meeting this evening will follow Robert's Rules of Order. We are very pleased to have this opportunity to share with you our achievements of the past year. I would like to thank our members, staff, board members, and committees for making 2021 another successful year for East Coast Credit Union. I would like to take a moment to welcome our special guests this evening, including our system partners. Thank you for attending our annual meeting. We appreciate your support. I would now like to introduce our head table. Myself, Dan Fougere, Chair of your Board of Directors. Ken Shea, our President and CEO. Leon Tavi, our parliamentarian and scrutineer. And Caroline Dickey, our recording secretary for the evening. I'd also like to introduce the rest of note that the meeting this evening will follow Robert's Rules of Order. We're very pleased to have this opportunity to share with you our achievements of the past year. I'd like to thank our members, staff, board members, and committees for making 2021 another successful year. Melanie Sampson, Chair of both our Credit Committee and Nominations Committee. John Burke, Director. Tyrell Giffen, Chair of the Communications Committee. Christine Hanlon, Director. Kathy McDonnell Rankin, Director. Leroy McCackern, Director. Tara Reddick is unable to be with us this evening. And we have Bill Timmons, Chair of our Community Impact Committee. The senior executive team, led by CEO Ken Shea, are Leila Cahill, Vice President, Human Resources, Frank Vihant, Vice President, Finance. Special welcome, Frank. You're new to our team this year. Dave McDonald, our Vice President, Risk, and Sal Vanderweel, Vice President, Operations, who also was unable to be with us this evening. Our youth play an important role in the future success of East Coast Credit Union and our communities. East Coast provides personalized financial solutions to help our youth achieve their goals, along with our annual bursary program. This year, East Coast Credit Union offered 9 $1,000 bursaries, plus an additional $1,000 bursary for the children or grandchildren of staff and board. The successful applicants are selected anonymously and chosen based on their community and school involvement. I would now like to call upon Ken Shea to announce our 2022 annual bursary recipients.
Thank you, Dan. Our youth, they're our future, and once again this year we're very pleased to see how promising our future actually looks. The youth that we have in our scholarship or bursary award winners are not only our future leaders, but they actually are leaders today. The bursary selection committee had a very difficult task before it in selecting and identifying the top candidates, plus the single internal bursary winner for the family bursary. We hope that our bursary winners continue to think of East Coast as their financial institution of choice, and we invite you to talk to us about how we can make that partnering successful for your financial future. Our first recipient is Isabella Sampson. Isabella plans to attend St. FX University and complete a Bachelor of Science in Nursing. The second recipient is Kiera Campbell, who plans to attend Dalhousie University and complete a Bachelor of Science. Our third recipient, Megan Smith, plans to attend St. FX to complete a Bachelor of Science in Human Kinetics. Anna Hull, our fourth recipient, plans to attend Dalhousie University to complete a degree in nuclear medicine technology. Jaylyn Rogers, who plans to attend St. FX University to complete a Bachelor of Arts with a major in history. Jenna Presley, who plans to attend Dalhousie University to complete a degree in bioveterinary medicine. Lydia Ellen Shaw Peters, who plans to attend St. FX to complete a Bachelor of Science. Makara McNeil, who plans to attend Okanagan College to complete an Associate of Arts in Journalism degree. And Emily McDonald, who plans to attend the Cape Breton University to complete a Bachelor of Science. I'm also delighted to announce this year's family bursary winner, who is the daughter of an employee who works in our Dartmouth location. The successful recipient is Daniela Zainin, who plans to attend Dalhousie University Agricultural Campus to complete a degree in animal sciences. I'd like you all to join me in congratulating our bursary winners and wish them good luck with their studies. We wish you much success in the future. I'll now turn it back over to Dan.
Thank you, Ken. I would like also to reintroduce Leon Tovey. Leon serves as legal counsel for Atlantic Central and League Savings and Mortgage Company, and will act as parliamentarian and scrutineer for our meeting this evening. Welcome, Leon, and thank you for agreeing to perform these duties for us this evening. Our bylaws require 17 members in attendance to constitute a quorum for tonight's meeting. Our board secretary, Ann Sears, has confirmed that we have 40 members attending the annual general meeting in person this evening. In honor of members who have passed away in 2021 and others of our communities who suffered or passed away during the last year, please join me in a moment of silence. Thank you. At this time, I would like to call for an approval of tonight's agenda, a copy of which was also included in your meeting package. Can I get a motion from the floor for approval of the April 19, 2022 East Coast Credit Union Annual General Meeting? As a reminder, we would like members to give their names for our recording secretary when moving and seconding. So we're looking for a motion to approve the agenda for tonight's meeting. Could you come to the microphone and provide your name?
I so move, Elaine McLean, member.
Thank you, Elaine. Could we have a seconder?
Peter Pratt. I second the motion.
Thank you, Peter. All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. The agenda for tonight's meeting has been approved. For the process of approving and passing the 2021 AGM minutes, only members in attendance for the respective meeting whose minutes are being adopted can move and second a motion to approve these minutes. I would like to call for approval of the 2021 East Coast Credit Union Annual General Meeting minutes. A copy was available on our website, and there are also a few copies available in print this evening for reference if required. Are there any amendments to these minutes? Hearing none, is there any business arising from these minutes? Could I have a motion from the floor to approve the 2021 East Coast Credit Union Annual General Meeting minutes? That was Mary Oxner for the recording secretary. Could we have a seconder? Seconded by Tyrell Giffen. All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. The minutes from the 2021 East Coast Credit Union Annual General Meeting have been approved. We'll move to my chair's report. On behalf of your East Coast Credit Union Board of Directors, I want to extend our gratitude for the ongoing support of our over 42,000 members. While keeping a watchful eye on the health and safety of our employees and members, our dedicated team once again rose above adversity and delivered exceptional service to our members, as total assets under administration crossed a $1 billion threshold in the spring of 2021. The launch of Yes Capital as a subsidiary in the fall of 2021 has created an opportunity to expand our range of mortgage offerings throughout the Atlantic provinces. We continue to operate in a more complex and competitive environment. Now, more than ever, we must invest in new specialized service, technology, and expertise. Like all financial institutions, our credit union is seeing dramatic shifts in how members bank. Members are increasingly using digital channels to transact and manage their money. These changes started before COVID-19 and have accelerated since the pandemic began. As the industry becomes more complex, we must also invest in new regulatory and compliance requirements to manage things like anti-money laundering, cybersecurity, and general overall financial success. To continue on our successful path to building an even stronger credit union, we need to grow by retaining our current membership while also attracting the next generation of members. We can lean on our cooperative values as we find new ways to collaborate and partner to grow our competitive offerings and the value we provide to members. We must continue to explore merger opportunities with selected partners to truly realize the benefits of collaboration and shared resources. I thank our board of directors for their dedicated governance and our employees for their resourcefulness in meeting the needs of our members as we continue to soar high above the competitive banking world as a financial institution that truly offers more. I would now like to share with you our year in review video that highlights a number of our accomplishments and contributions to our communities throughout 2021.
"2021 was a year of navigating
New ways to collaborate and partner, grow our competitive offerings, and the value we provide to members. We must continue to explore merger opportunities with selected partners to truly realize the benefits of collaboration and shared resources.
At East Coast Credit Union, one of our top priorities is our commitment to our communities. In 2021, we stayed true to our commitments by seeking opportunities to grow our impact. We introduced the East Coast CU Cares grant program, investing $100,000 into local cooperatives and social enterprises to help Nova Scotia build back together. Buckankag Mi'kmaq Nation, Margaree Area Development Association, the North Grove, the Gaelic College, and the Antigonish Butterfly Way are just a few of the organizations we formed partnerships with last year.
2021 was digitally innovative.
Like all financial institutions, our credit union is seeing dramatic shifts in members using digital channels to transact and manage their money. In response to this change in member behavior, we introduced a new digital lending and savings application process. Members can now enjoy the flexibility of applying online for a number of the products we offer. As we innovate, we are incorporating modern enhancements. To digitally safeguard our members, we introduced two-factor authentication, improved policies and procedures, and enriched staff training.
2021 was invested in our team.
In 2021, we increased our investment in our most important asset by enabling our team to grow their careers through enhanced training and employee engagement opportunities. This year had a strong focus on the importance of prioritizing diversity, equity, and inclusion within our organization, which is a key to creating an environment that helps our employees thrive.
2021 was a year for growth.
Members are at the heart of our business. We value honest and fair relationships, and we thank you for your trust in choosing us as your financial partner. At the close of 2021, East Coast Credit Union had over 42,000 members, and we are proud to say that we have reached our goal in achieving $1 billion in assets and are continuing to grow.
2021 was our best year yet.
Let's soar higher in 2022.
Okay, I'll now turn it over to Ken for his CEO report.
Thanks, Dan. I'm a little slower today because I got a sore back. Well, once again, I'm privileged to be here at the annual meeting to report on a successful year. 2021 was very successful. We proved our ability to progress through challenging times towards building a financial institution that is both capable, competitive, and relevant to you, our members. Many of the investments and changes we made over the last year were to ensure that we were well positioned for continued growth. We are aligning our organization for the completion of large-scale projects, which are very important and critical to the achievement of our overall business goals, strategy, and vision. These will allow us to continue to bring the most value to our members and enhance their experiences ongoing. With technology increasingly shaping our members' day-to-day interactions with East Coast Credit Union, we continue to innovate to meet these evolving needs. In 2021, we began our banking platform conversion project. This will be a very significant project and will happen over the next number of years, but will create a much better digital experience for members in the future. We also continue to develop stronger capacities to meet the demands in cybersecurity services. These projects all require multi-year investments and are critical to addressing the ever-growing demands for digitization, protection, and enhanced services by our members. To ensure that we're well positioned to respond to these demands, we must take the steps to streamline operations, manage risk, improve governance, and develop strategies to continue to explore opportunities to collaborate, consolidate, and partner, and grow our competitive offerings, and also to provide value to you, our members. In today's world, consumers can work, play, shop, live, and learn wherever they want. With this evolution, East Coast Credit Union has made significant investments in technology, requiring more staff to implement these technologies. In 2021, we launched online lending and savings applications, which Dan mentioned earlier, to complement our online account opening software, which launched in 2020. We made significant progress in developing a new East Coast Credit Union website, which is due to be launched very shortly. This new website will provide a much easier multi-channel experience for members so that you can bank where, how, and when you want to. Cybersecurity threats continue to evolve throughout 2021, and I think a little even more in 2022 with what's going on in other parts of the world. To safeguard our members, we continue to invest in improving our cyber defense through initiatives like two-factor authentication. Enhanced staff training and improved policies and procedures are also important. We remain dedicated to continuing to improve our capabilities to detect and respond rapidly to new and emerging threats. With our youth in mind, we developed and launched the Aura Teen Loyalty Card. It's an enhancement to the reloadable prepaid MasterCard that we launched in 2020 and its financial wellness app. We enhanced our eco-friendly loan options by launching the Greener Energy Loan Program. This further supports members who wish to take the steps towards environmental sustainability in their everyday lives. Yes Capital, an ethical mortgage alternative lender for Atlantic Canadians, was also introduced in 2021. Yes Capital is designed to assist Nova Scotians who are not able to access mortgage financing through traditional means due to either credit situations, life situations, or a lack of ability to prove income. Our Net Promoter Score, which measures the loyalty of you, our members, which we gain through surveys all through the year, at the end of 2021 remained high and well ahead of our competitors. We take the feedback from members from this survey and try to make it part of our ongoing service strategy. We're ensuring that we've created a culture of diversity, equity, and inclusion in our organization, and that was the focus in 2021. As part of that initiative, we're building a diverse cross-cultural team of employees who are passionate about contributing to our strategy and helping us develop our plans. Although it was another significant year of change and challenge, there was a lot accomplished and a lot to celebrate. In 2021, we were awarded the Empower Your Communities grant for our work with the Antigonish Emergency Fuel Fund. We were once again selected as one of Atlantic Canada's top employers in 2021, and we contributed over $850,000 in funding to ensure better social, environmental, and economic outcomes at a time when many issues have been exacerbated by COVID-19. One key component of our giving strategy in 2021, as was mentioned in the video, was our East Coast CU Cares grant program, which made $100,000 available to cooperatives or social enterprises in Nova Scotia. We are thrilled to have our winners of that grant program. The largest grant of $30,000 was awarded to L'Arche Cape Breton. There were $10,000 grants awarded to the New Glasgow Farmers Market Cooperative, Hope Blooms Youth Social Entrepreneurial Ventures, Inc., $10,000 to Dartmouth Adult Services Center, the Deanery Project, Healthy Minds Network Cooperative Limited, Lake City Employment Services Association, and we also had a number of $5,000 grants awarded to the Acadia Recreation Club, Society Square Roots Project, and the Canadian Association for Community Living. Congratulations to all these deserving organizations. We're pleased to announce the success of our first year of this program, and we'll be offering it again in the coming year. So watch the website, our social channels, and make sure your applications are ready. We also participated in the Loyal to Local Challenge, which injected $80,000 back into our local economies by getting our staff to shop at local businesses. The second annual Holiday Pay It Forward campaign initiative was also launched to continue to reach those communities, organizations, individuals, and families that may have needed extra help and support during the holidays. Despite the challenges faced by the economy, I'm also pleased to share that East Coast continued to grow and maintain a strong financial position at the close of 2021. Our strong financial performance and profits enable us to deliver more value to you. While there remains uncertainty in the global economy and the national economy, we believe we're well positioned for the future headwinds. In closing, I would like to thank our East Coast Credit Union team for their dedication that they've continued to show each and every year, and especially during the last couple, because it has been tough for everyone. Your professionalism and outstanding work ethic in providing essential services to our members has been critical to our success. I'd also like to thank our board of directors for their continued leadership and direction during such a prolonged period of uncertainty. I could not be prouder of what we've accomplished together. I'm excited about our future, and we continue to soar higher. Thank you.
Thank you, Ken. Are there any questions on these two reports?
I guess
No further questions.
I think I'll have one. Thank you. Looks good. One thing I was wondering about is the assets seem to have grown, which sounds great. I wondered if you could just have a comment on the membership, like what the numbers were last year versus this year, what that pattern is.
Okay. You didn't state your name, but
Sorry, Elaine McLean.
thank you, Elaine. Do we have those at hand?
Well, I don't have, I probably could find the exact number, but I do know we are up in membership, but slightly. It has been rather difficult the last couple of years with less in-person interactions with people. We tend to build more membership when we have those more people coming to the branch, so it hasn't been quite as good, but we have not seen a decay. We've actually seen a slight increase in membership. The assets have grown substantially over the last couple of years, and part of that, I think, is because of what's been happening in the globe. There's a lot less spending, more people holding funds and those kind of things. So that's really contributed, I think, to our growth as well over the last 2 years during the pandemic. Is that good, Elaine? Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Thank you for that, Elaine. Any further questions? With no further questions, I would now like to welcome Jessica Hughes from BDO.
Pattern is.
Okay.
Sorry, Elaine McLean.
Thank you, Elaine. Was that again?
I don't have, I probably couldn't find the exact number, but I do know we are up in membership slightly. It has been rather difficult the last couple of years with less in-person interactions with people.
First off, I'd like to take this opportunity to say thank you on behalf of BDO for the opportunity to be your auditors. I've been involved on the credit union file since BDO took over in about 2015, I believe, and it's been a pleasure to be a part of the team. So this year we have once again issued a clean audit opinion, which means that as a result of our procedures, we did not encounter anything that would lead us to believe that there was anything false, misleading, or materially misstated. And we issued this opinion on March the 7th, 2022. So at a high level, there's some balance sheet items that I just wanted to point out. The biggest one that you're going to notice, obviously, we've alluded to it a lot tonight, is the growth in assets. We finally hit the $1 billion mark, which I know is a huge milestone for the credit union, and we commend you on that. Loans also increased this year, approximately $63 million, and that was really a function of commercial growth in the portfolio, about 85%, and the remaining portion came from traditional mortgages and personal lending. Member deposits also increased this year, about $73 million, which went against what we kind of were expecting to see with the pandemic. We thought maybe people might be a little bit harder up, or we might see a dip in that, but fortunately there was a healthy increase there, which was great to see for members. And then overall, the equity percentage actually increased to 6.16 at the end of the year. Overall, overall financial revenue increased about $2 million, which is a true success story despite the drop in the prime lending rates that occurred in 2020. You will see that impact on the financial expense line, where there was about a $2 million decrease in the financial expense, which was a function of both deposit rates on deposits, as well as a drop in the member or the loan impairment expense, which again is a true testament to the members and the quality of the loans that are out there. Overall, financial margin increased as a result of those two numbers. Other revenue remained relatively consistent year over year, small increase primarily related to management fees generated from Yes Capital. Operating expenses increased to roughly around $2 million, which was mostly in line with inflationary increases, small increases in salaries and wages, and some small increases in overall operating expenses. Overall, that led to an increase in the operating margin and a healthy increase in the net income for the year. And any questions?
Don't go too far, Jessica. Are there any questions on this report? Hearing none, I would now like to call for the approval of the auditor's report. Can I get a motion from the floor for the approval of the auditor's report as presented? Mary Oxner approves. Seconded by Bill Timmons. All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carried. The auditor's report has been approved. I will now ask Mary Oxner, Chair of the Audit Committee, to make a motion to appoint our external audit firm for the coming fiscal year.
As the chair of the audit committee, I move that East Coast Credit Union engage BDO or its successors as our external auditor for the fiscal year 2022. I'll assume some chair duties. Is there a seconder for the motion to appoint the auditors? So Ann Sears seconded a motion to appoint BDO as external auditors. I'll ask all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Contra mine, nay. Motion carried. Thank you, Dan.
Okay, so BDO have been appointed as external auditor for the 2022 fiscal year. I would now ask Melanie Sampson, Chair of the Nominating Committee, to explain the election process and present your board nominees for 2022.
As Dan mentioned, my name is Melanie Sampson, and I am the Chair of the Nominations Committee of the Board. Each year, the Board appoints a Nominations Committee, which makes its best efforts to identify and encourage nominations from eligible members that are representative of the diversity of the credit union and who possess the skills, knowledge, and expertise required to serve on your board of directors. The committee reviewed the nominations to ensure the nominees are eligible candidates for the board of directors. Eligibility requires nominees to be members of ECCU in good standing and over the age of 18. Nominees are nominated by a minimum of 2 members, and they're required to submit an overview of their interest and related experience and skills. The committee also presides over the Board of Directors election and ensures that the election procedures, as specified by the Credit Union Act and the bylaws of the credit union, are followed. This year, there were 4 3-year term positions up for election. The call for nominations was made on February 3rd and concluded on March the 3rd, resulting in a competent slate of 6 candidates who were approved by the nominations committee. So those 6 candidates were Cara Beth, Damien McGuinness, Julie Marchand, Mary Oxner, Ann Sears, and Maurice Smith. Online and electronic in-branch voting commenced on March 24th, and it concluded on April the 13th. The nominations committee received notice on March 31st that one of the candidates, Cara Beth, requested that her name be withdrawn from the election. The request was granted, and Cara's name was removed from the e-voting ballot at that time. So for folks who voted after that time, they would have noted one of the options to vote said candidate withdrawn. So when we received Cara's notification to remove her from the ballot, it was not something that was covered by the Credit Union Act or by any of our bylaws. So we did consult with Atlantic Central, and it was decided that if a member had already voted and selected Cara as one of their candidates, then the votes for the other 3 candidates they selected would stand, and that single vote for her would be discarded. In an effort to increase member participation in the election, 2 contests were held. The first is a member-based contest where any member who votes and consents their name was entered into a draw, and they were eligible to win one of 3 prizes. 1 prize of 500 and then 2 of 100. So at the conclusion of the election, we received a list of the members' names who consented to be entered into the draw, and it is time for us to make that draw. So Caroline has a box with all of the names. sealed very tightly, I might add. So we're going to announce the winners. The first name I draw will be the winner of 500. So the first is Jeanette Ficteau, I think. Sorry, Jeanette, are you here? No, that's too bad. I hope I said her last name right. Okay, so that's a $500 winner. $100 winner is Paul Dillman McLean. We're going to remember the order of these. Okay. And this is the last prize. The $100 prize is Olga Bro. So thank you to everyone for consenting to have your names in the draw, and congratulations to all of those winners. Caroline will contact you in the next few days if you are either here or listening online to arrange for the funds to be awarded to you. So I said that there were 2 contests that were held to try to engage folks to vote. So the second contest was actually a staff contest. And so the way that contest worked is that the branch with the highest percentage of its members voting the election would win a pizza party for their staff. And true to form, we are pleased to announce that the winning branch, as it was the last time we had this contest, is the Harvard-Brochet branch. They had 7.57% of their membership having voted in the election, so congratulations and thank you for your efforts. Always important for us to promote the election to our membership. So at this point, I would ask Leon Tovey, the parliamentarian and scrutineer, to come forward to announce the election results.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and good evening. As mentioned, my name is Leon Tovey, and I am legal counsel with Atlantic Central. For the 2022 Board of Directors election, East Coast Credit Union once again utilized the e-voting services of CUES. That's the Credit Union Executive Society, a nonprofit international membership association for credit union executives. As mentioned already by the chair, voting ran from March 24th.
The way that contest worked is that the branch with the highest percentage of its members voting in the election would win a pizza party for their staff. And true to form, we're pleased to announce that the winning branch, as it was the last time we had this contest, is the Harvard-Brochet branch. They had 7.57% of the membership having voted in the election, so
not submitted authorization to vote forms prior to voting, and 2 were ballots from that had more than the allowed number of voters on the account. So those were all rejected, and of the following, the remaining votes, the election results have been confirmed by the CUES election manager, and the elected directors are, in alphabetical order by last name, Julie Marchand, Mary Oxner, Ann Sears, and Morris Smith. Congratulations and thank you to all candidates and members for participating in the election. And we'll now turn the podium back over to Dan.
I would like to call for a motion to destroy the ballots. Can I get a motion from the floor to destroy all physical and electronic ballots? Leroy McCachran moves. Could we have a seconder? John Burke seconds. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. The ballots can be destroyed. Are there any questions regarding old business?
My name is David McLean, and concerning the voting, could you give us a number of how many members actually voted?
I think Leon already reported that. It was 953. 953. Are there any further questions regarding old business? Hearing none, we will now move to new business. I would now like to open the floor for any new business. As a reminder, please use the microphones so we can all hear you clearly, and please state your name when you speak. Hearing none, we will continue to our closing and adjournment. I would like to finish by thanking our voting and elections team, our marketing and communications team, our IT department, and the many other staff volunteers for their role in putting this evening together for us. I would also like to thank the staff of the Port Hawkesbury Civic Center for hosting us this evening, and a special thank you to the team at 45 North for providing our live stream services this evening. I would like to thank everyone for attending this evening. We had a very successful year in 2021, and it was my pleasure to recount those successes to you. Having concluded our business agenda for the evening, I declare the meeting adjourned. Thank you, good night, and keep well.